Everybody, we're live. Sorry. Yeah, I was like in a really bad shuffle before the show. All right. Well, we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
All right, Kat. So start over. You were in the middle of telling me a good story, and then I realized that we were not actually live.
Yes. So I was talking to my husband the other day, and because guys are so used to girls putting out very quickly, I was asking him, like, what does he think the maximum amount of time that a girl can make a guy wait before he loses interest and move on? I'm talking about like a guy that's, has options. I'm not talking about a guy who's like doesn't have any options, doesn't have anywhere to go.
Right. Right. Okay. So you mean like so? Just for example, random guy off the street starts dating a random girl off the street, hopefully not of the streets, and they start they go out. How long will the guy wait? Average guy
Not
without
average, but
having
slightly
sex,
above average guy.
slightly above average, but still not dating consistently. How long will he wait without having sex with her? Is that the question?
I would say definitely above average guy, because the
Above
average
average.
guy doesn't
Okay.
have much options nowadays.
Okay. That's okay. I can go with that. What so how long will he wait? No sex in the relationship, just going out, hanging out, having a good time. Um Now are we talking like are we getting into like kissing, heavy petting? What's the what stage are we at here? Break it down for me. Or did you get that far with your husband? Your husband's probably like, yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm just talking about like how long can you put all of that off, and like how far can you put off everything? Like how far can you pull off not kissing? Can you not do anything else? Not heavy petting, and definitely not sex. Like how far can you take it? In this modern age where guys have access to everything online,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're more attractive to females, more higher value to females, lots of them throwing themselves at you.
Mm. Hmm. That's a great
And
question. Are we
yes.
talking about are they in a relationship and looking for a real relationship, or are they just kind of hanging out, dating, still open, able to date other people, that sort of thing? Are we
The
locked down?
full thing, like the girl wants to get married.
The girl wants to get married. Okay,
Yeah.
so that changes things. All right. So if
Yeah.
they're in a relationship, they've gone out for a month and the they're having a great time. They're now exclusive. They've had conversations about where they want to go, what they want to do. So I feel like that most guys, most decent guys, are willing to. I mean, they're willing to wait as long as the concept of a real, honest to gosh relationship exists. The minute it changes from that dynamic, right, to where he's thinking, well, she's just not that into me, or um, there's something rocks that boat. He more than likely he's off the wagon, right? Like I'm just telling you right now, that's the way it is. And it kind of depends on morals. It kind of depends on um, what expectations are set. And I think that most girls, the problem with most girls, they don't set the right expectation right out of the gate. If you set the expectation right out of the gate that hey, I'm a woman worth waiting for, you can we're gonna I will be the best girlfriend you've ever had, but we're just not doing that. We're just that's the end of it, right? Like you are going to totally enjoy every moment you spend with me. We're not all of that. I think that that is a completely um, that's a completely different aspect versus you're just in a state of flux, right? I think it changes once it becomes like an actual relationship. I mean, it kind of has to. But if it's not an actual relationship, dude, all bets are off. I wouldn't give it 3 weeks.
Okay.
I would, and at 3 weeks, he's probably like, yeah, okay, we're still going out, but I'm looking at this over here as an option, right? Like, I'm just telling you, this over here looks pretty darn good right now, right? But I think most men want to be faithful. I think, and I think that, um, for a lot of men, sex is the easy part. Like, sex is just whatever, but it's the rest of it that's the hard part. And if you can get that, then if you can get to that point, the sex is it's not irrelevant, but it's not going to be the deal breaker. The deal breaker will be if you're emotionally unavailable, if you throw fits, if you're constantly not supporting his efforts. I think you're in trouble there. I think that's where it's at.
Mm.
So you're going to have one way or the other, right? Either you're going to get a decent guy who goes to work, gets up every day, goes to work, does his job, comes home, wants to have dinner, or wants to go out to dinner, wants to have dinner, whatever, and he'll be there. He'll be a decent guy, and he'll wait. He'll be moral and all of that. Or and I shouldn't say or, and the girl is she's being celibate. She's not running around like a tramp in slutty ass clothes. She's not calling dudes all day. She's not going out with her girlfriends all the time. She's not at bars every night of the 5 nights out of the week while he's working, and then with him on the weekend. The house is clean if they're living together, which they shouldn't be. But if they are, because cohabitation's for a thing now, for whatever. But if they are, house is clean, or she goes over and she goes over and takes care of his house after she's done with hers because she knows he's working all day, or whatever it is. It either has to be a relationship or it has to be a fling, and there's going to have to be the physical aspect involved. In my mind, I mean, I just don't see relationships working out very often in any other format. Like, those are the two formats that I see. And I'm not saying I agree with the second one. I'm just saying I see it work.
So in my opinion, in my experience, I haven't found many guys that girls wanted that were willing to wait an exorbitant amount of time. If they have lots of options, if they're really good guys, hardworking guys, there's going to be a time limit. And then he's just going to be like, I have so many options over here.
Well, I think you're looking at the wrong dude.
I'm talking about a lot of dudes.
Well, again, there are a lot of bad dudes out there. Why? It's the law of percentages don't work in women's favor. Most men are not that moral.
Oh, yeah.
Although,
for sure,
on the other side of that, most women are not moral. So,
exactly.
So it kind of balances out, right? So if if you want to be moral, then you're going to have to seek out moral. You can't just go and say, okay, well, this guy's a high value guy. I want him. He's hot. He has the right job. He has the right car. He has the right look. He has the right friends. He goes all the right places. That's the dude I want. Well, first of all, that's the most fucked up evaluation of a dude I've ever heard of in my life, but that's the one that most women give. So if you say to me, I met a guy, he says really cool things all the time. We have great conversations. I love the way he is with his family. We've been dating now for a little while, and he's absolutely treated me 100%. And that's it, then, and leave out all the rest. Like, all the rest is irrelevant. Then you're probably okay. And you're probably an okay woman to be dating that guy. On the other side, you can't be a woman who wants a high value man that and wants all of those perks without putting skin in the game. Because that's what you're really asking, right? You're asking for a man to have skin in the game, but you don't want to put any skin in the game. So and that skin's going to be something. It's either going to be sex or it's going to be a complete girlfriend relationship, right? Like, you're going to be doing good stuff planning dates, not, surprising him with rafting trips or some shit that he would like, and not just shit that you want to do, and that kind of thing. I mean, that's where it's at. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just saying that's my experience has been that. I'm going to cover this really quick. I am not simping. I'm married, and my wife wanted flowers on that bench, and I moved it, and I just haven't gotten rid of the flowers because you know why? Because she wants them on that bench. I will say, hey, later I will say, hey, I moved everything around, and this has to go somewhere else. That's how you do that. But you don't just go throwing, and I don't just go throwing her stuff around like it's like it's garbage.
Yeah.
Even if I think it's garbage, I don't go throwing it around.
My husband is also a simp, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Anyway, that's funny. Anyway, so it's an interesting thing. I think it's a great conversation to have, though. I think it's a really, really great conversation to have, because honestly, I don't believe that most single women have any concept of what they want from a man.
Mm-hmm.
Worse, I don't think they have any concept of what they need from a man. And they read all the books. You read all the books you want. You can, whatever. You just, but if you either get it or you don't get it. I mean, you've still got a majority of the women out there who base a lot of their relationship on whether or not they get the ick. I mean,
well, what are you gonna do?
What's that?
You can't help everyone.
I can't. Yeah, that's true. You can't help everyone. And it's I mean, I just think it's interesting, right? Like, I'm not trying to be purposefully annoying about this. I just find it very interesting because, at the end of the day, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, women complain that men won't wait for sex, and yet that women wear the sexiest damn thing they can find out to meet men. It's all a marketing game at that point. If you're going to market yourself that way, when a man picks you up and looks at you, he's evaluating you in that way, right? That's like, I don't go buy, if I'm looking for a farm truck, I don't go look at brand new trucks at the dealership at the front of the lot with all the bells and whistles. I go all the way to the back lot and I find the plainest damn truck I can find, because you know what? That thing's going to bounce off of fences and get beat the fuck up. So why would I want to buy the most expensive model on the planet, right? But if all I'm looking for is something to roll around town and chase girls in, then sure, I'll buy the hottest truck. I'll buy the one up front with the leather seats and the hot rod paint job and everything. That's it's the same thing. Men, we're really simple creatures, right? We put everything in baskets: work truck, hot rod truck, girlfriend, hot slut, hot piece of ass, right? We do that. We're sorters. We'll sort shit out. And it's really important that I think that women understand it, but they refuse to understand it. Women absolutely refuse to listen to men talk about being men so that they understand why men are men. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I had male friends growing up, so I was very aware of how they talk about women. and I was very traumatized, but I learned very quickly, okay, don't dress like this, because you'll get attention, but this is what they're going to do with that attention.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was trying to think back about when I was first dating my husband. My husband is not religious. At the time, I was not religious. I had morals and values, but I was not a religious person.
Your morals and values were based in religion or philosophy, or what were they based on?
What my dad told me they were, basically.
So they weren't morals. They were guidelines beaten into you.
Yes.
They were education. We're not okay. All right, that's good.
Yes. Yeah. My dad would be like, one of the things he said is, when we'd go out, there'd be like a woman who's scantily dressed with a guy, and he's proudly showing her off. And then he would go, this man doesn't love her. This is a trophy, and trophies can be replaced. And then he would show me another man with a woman normally dressed and a baby, and he's cuddling with his baby and playing with his baby. And he's like, notice how she's dressed. Notice how much he loves her, and he's not trying to show her off to the world.
Right. No, your dad's right. Your dad's a smart man. I don't even have to meet him. I know he's a smart man.
Yeah. Not religious at all, but very strong morals.
Sure.
and principles to life.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and I think that most of us, if we're honest, we all know people like that, right? Like we all know people that are actually like really, really smart. Sorry, I'm fixing my lights. Like I said, I literally tore the whole of the studio apart. Kat will tell you it was a shambles. I was still moving furniture like 3 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah. Morals, I mean, I think that, men are, we're simple creatures. Women are complex. It's really interesting. Women always think men are really complex, and we're stupid dumb. Like we're a farm tractor. You could literally you can start us with a pair of pliers and some baling wire. But women, on the other hand, are like the neutron bomb. We understand the theory, we just don't really understand how it works, right? And that's pretty good. I did catch whatever last night, or most of it. I kind of dropped off there because I wanted to go to bed. I had things to do, but we'll get into that. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. I understand that Kat also saw it and had a great time doing it. I'm gonna move around here a little bit. I've missed a lot of the chat, so I'm just gonna run through this really quick. Sorry. I only picked out the stuff I thought was funny. Let's see. Pluton of Nihon. It all depends upon the moral setting and how family orientated the man is. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think that it certainly helps if the man is family oriented. Some guys don't want families until they meet that right. I mean, I for one was a guy that wanted. I never even thought about getting married until I met a woman who kind of put the idea in my head, and then I met my wife almost immediately right after that. Yes, I am based. Thank you. Decent guys who recognize a quality girl will wait because the wait is worth it. Girls got to put in work too. It's just that way. I hate to say it because girls get all pissy when you tell them they have to put in work, and it's not easy. But that's just the way it is. Sorry. Two, if he is being given attention by other women, sex dries up, she's nagging, and belittle him in any way, yeah, he's gone. He's checked out. That dude's gone. He might hang around because you never know. Guys will not so often not jump ship completely. They keep you hanging on, even orbit. Let's see. And guy hinges a real relationship only on sex. He's not in a place where his life where he's looking for a relationship. Yeah, right. So here's the thing. That's a very accurate statement. If all you offer man is sex, you do not have a relationship. Well, I mean, you do, but there's a very specific name for that relationship. Let's see. That stuff is boring to most women because they want they don't want the ick, man. They need the spark, the electricity, the feeling. What the fuck ever. If you buy your own flower, if I buy myself flowers, my own simp, probably. I don't know. I don't know how simp shit works because I'm not a simp. I only recognize it in others. What's up, Mr. Enigmatic? Glad to see you, buddy. Ignore all of the stuff that's going on around here because I tore everything apart early this morning and then I lost track of time and barely got it back together enough to have this podcast. It will be better day after tomorrow when I do my night show. So, but yeah, don't get mad at me. I can see you. I can see the disapproval through the internet about my set. Mr. Enigmatic has been instrumental in helping me put together a setup. He actually he doesn't know it, but he convinced me to get a better camera, and he recommended some lights, which I have then upgraded since then, like twice or three times, because that's what I do is I just continuously upgrade because I can't help myself. That's what I do. I did it in life. I did it in my career and everything. I'm glad it looks fine to you because, man, Kat will tell you it was a mess. I didn't even have my camera working a few minutes ago. Like I was getting a little concerned, to be honest. So should we talk about the whatever podcast from last night, or should we just? Do you want to continue a little bit more on the
Yeah, I mean, the
the
whatever
time before sex?
podcast, there's not much to talk about personally.
Right. Yeah. Fuck. Um. What the fuck? What a Canadian! Only a Canadian would. Yeah. Gear queer. They call it a gear queer. That's what they call it. Gear queer, not gearaholic. You're gear queer, and I always was one. It is what it is. All right. So, all right. Well, let's keep talking about relationship stuff. That's good. That's good enough for me.
Okay. So, would you feel comfortable sharing how long you waited for your wife or no?
Well, I've already told this.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
actually. So this will shock you. I'm glad you're sitting down. I hope you don't have anything breakable in front of you. My wife and I actually had sex first night we met.
Oh my gosh.
But we've never been apart since. Never been apart since. So in her mind, she met me looking for a hookup for just she'd been in the country, she for a pretty good while, no friends, no, not she was just all of her friends were out having sex. She felt lonely, and I was supposed to be a one night stand. She didn't get her way. I won, and and the rest is history. And I'm kind of being a little bit. I'm being a little bit more jovial about that, and kind of putting some humor in there that probably doesn't really necessarily need to be there, but it does. But no, I knew when I had talked. So I went out with her because of the women that were available in the pool at the moment. She was the only one that said anything about long-term relationships, potentially getting married, any of that. And I was still kind of a degen then, really. So and I've said this before, and I will always remain true to the, I won't retract any of this. I dated for years as someone. I always dated with a purpose, no matter what that purpose was. And I dated for years with the purpose of I was busy building myself up. I was learning. I had to travel a lot. I didn't even have basically for a while, I could have been considered homeless because my mailing address was my grandmother's house. When I was in town for more than a couple of nights, I stayed at my buddy's house. I did not have an apartment. I didn't have anything like that. I had a bunch of stuff in a storage unit. That's I lived at racetracks and in the shop. I actually lived in the race shop for a while. They had a shower there. I just literally slept on the floor. And because I suffered for my art, I believe that people have to suffer for their art. And the entire time I was dating, the one I already understood like two or three things. One of those things was that no female was accept the way I spent money, and no female was going to accept the way I spent time. Period. And I knew that also, even if I found one that kind of did, to have some poor girl fall in love with me at that point would have been horrible, absolutely horrible for her and me, because I was like, I literally didn't know if I was going to be like, I was working in North Carolina. I technically lived in Tennessee. I was in every state at different racetracks all the time. I could be in California for 3 months. I mean, it was a very interesting time in my life. So I purposefully only dated degenerate women. I would like, if I got any sense that the girl that I was talking to was like a good girl that was worth waiting to marry, any of that, I bailed instantly. Like I didn't even want her to get attached to me. I didn't even want her to like me really, because she needed to go find somebody that was worth her time. Because I was not that guy. I was never going to be that guy for her, period. And so I dated with that specific purpose. I wasn't degenerate enough to go making girls fall in love with me and with low body counts and, wreck them, like I just couldn't do that. But at the same time, there was no way in hell I was ready for any kind of serious relationship. I had female roommates that I didn't sleep with at all. Like I could have given a fuck less. And matter of fact, both of them were complete insane. They convinced me that most women are just absolutely fucking insane. Like it was like having sisters without having any of the bullshit that goes with having sisters. And they were absolutely batshit crazy. And then I dated this woman who had a kid, and I was at I kind of stabled off, right? Like I had my own place. I was rooming with this girl, but I was already looking for an apartment. I had been in the same place for over 6 months. I got the feeling that I was going to be there for a while. I was actually getting ready. My entire goal was to work with this specific contract for a few years and then open my own shop as and I said as much to the owner when they hired me. I said, I'm going to work for you and I'm going to go do my own thing. I'm like, cool, that's good. So I kind of was I was already in this like stabilization phase, and I met this girl. She had a kid, which was kind of weird, but it was like all of a sudden one day I was like, hey, this could be a thing. Like there's potential that I'm ready for this. Like I should actually start dating for stability, right? Like actually find a good person and all that. And at the time I thought maybe this girl that I was dating was going to be that girl. And that was honestly, looking back on it, I was deceived. I was lying to myself. She had been divorced. She had a kid. She was not like super old, but she was older. And, there was a lot of crazy hidden in there that came out. Right. And I think it kind of has to be when you have a kid and you're single. I think that's a tough thing. And so I think that they're a little crazier about who is around their kids and all that. Or not necessarily who, but whatever. And then literally the next and last woman I dated was my wife. And we've never been apart since. So we went out. I don't know what happened. We just kind of clicked. We spent about 2 weeks together. Well, it was longer than that. I don't know how. It was a while. Okay, maybe a month. I don't know. And then the semester ended. She went back to China to hang out with her family for a few weeks over the summer, and then she was going to come back. She's gone about a week, and I was like, wow, I really miss her, and I don't miss anybody. Like I don't. Like I give like I barely call my mom. I call my mom more now, but I used to barely call my mom. I don't. I can go years without talking to people, and then just pick up the phone and we never stop talking, right? Like we're still friends. I don't miss people, and I missed her. Like I was like, holy fuck, I miss this person. That's very meaningful. Like that's a sign. And so I think that my example is not a good example, but it is a good example for some people who are like me in very specific situations where they, especially for men. And this is actually something I think, and it kind of dovetails in, kind of derails your conversation, but it does dovetail into a little bit. I don't think that if a man that's between 23, 24 and 30 probably you should not date seriously at all. Like you just do not get involved with women. And if you do, it needs to be just like the barest of contact, because in that age range, especially if you're dating in your age range, you're going to run into a lot of divorced women that are just toxic as fuck. You're going to run into women who have ruined a bunch of relationships and are also toxic. And I can't tell you how many dudes I've had work for me in that age range get a girlfriend, and the next thing you know, it starts off great. Everything's perfect. It's roses. Everything's perfect. It's so good. And the next thing you know, half their day is spent on the phone with her yelling at him about something, or, he's getting off work and he's like, he calls and says, "Hey, I'm gonna go grab a beer with the guys. I'll be home in an hour." She's like, "Fuck no, you're not." And all this stuff. And I just think that women in that age range can completely wreck a man's life, wreck it. That I've literally had to fire guys over their girlfriends calling all the time because they just couldn't do it. And I've watched guys get just wrecked.
Okay.
Wrecked.
So do you think, going back, if you had a daughter, what would you tell her would be like the bare minimum requirements for a guy before she dated him at all?
For a guy?
Yeah,
like
before she dated.
for a guy?
Yeah, qualification to date a guy.
Well, first, I think she has to know what she wants out of a guy. She has to pretty clearly define what she's looking for.
But wouldn't you just tell her what she's looking for?
No.
You got to tell her what she's looking for. How is she gonna know? You're gonna let her find out with experience?
Yeah, I would tell her that. I would tell her the qualities that she should look for, and I would provide as much study material as I could as far as what good men actually are. But I've watched enough fathers with their daughters to know that they're either exceptionally receptive to. Fuck, I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry, guys. I do it all the fucking time. I'm sorry. I was getting better about it. Now I'm not. I just, fell back into my old ways. I don't know. If I had a daughter, first of all, if I had a daughter, I'd probably have a completely different viewpoint. I have sons, and I'm already like telling them never be alone with little girls because they'll fucking lie. If I had a daughter, I'd just tell her, she probably needs to learn how to date with a purpose and basically not, keep her legs closed as much as possible. And if she's not going to do that, then I can't help her. I don't know. There's no, you cannot. And I've watched men completely go fucking insane because their daughters turned into whores.
Yeah.
And I actually have a buddy of mine right now, right? So story time. I got a buddy of mine right now. He's a good guy. He's been divorced a couple of times. Obviously, he knows jack shit about love, to be honest. And but he's a good guy. He means well. He just has horrible luck picking women. Horrible. Whatever. He has a daughter that's in her mid-20s, I think. 24, 25, somewhere along in there. When her mom passed, and somehow this girl came into some money. Instead of doing what my buddy said, which was, hey, put that money in the bank, finish your school, maybe go live life a little bit, maybe take a vacation to Florida or something, maybe live a little bit, but then, get back at it and just leave that money away. No, she didn't fucking do that. She moved to fucking Bali. She lives in Bali, and I pick on Bali all the time because of this. She lives and I don't know it's Bali exactly. It's one of the islands. She lives on an island. She's blown through all of her money. She's been asking her dad for money for a while. She randomly has dudes living with her. And he's like, this is insane. Like he literally told her, he's like, unless you change your life, I will not give you another penny. You need to move back to the States. You need to get your shit back together and get in school or get a job, get something going on besides being a guitar strumming whore. My words, not his. Okay. I'm brutal. I'm sorry. I just am, and that's what it is, like if you're, you can't control a young woman at all. Anybody that thinks they can is crack or
I think you can. My dad
you think so?
controlled me. My dad did.
Really?
But my dad was hyper involved.
Okay.
He
I can
would
see
have
that.
life lessons once a week, 2-hour conversations.
See, I like your dad already. I haven't even met him. I like your dad already. Your dad's cool. Yeah. But your dad's from a different generation.
Yeah, he's old as dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, like I'm hyper involved. Like I took my kid's earbuds away yesterday because he's always he's always watching YouTube videos instead of doing his homework. And so we're at the end of the year and he's like, why does it matter now? And I'm like, it matters because you're going to learn the lesson. You're going to learn the lesson. And next year, when it starts mattering, when you're in high school and your GPA starts really mattering, you can't make the mistakes you made the past 2 years. Like these earbuds and you listening to YouTube when you're supposed and other things when you're supposed to be watching or watching a video for school or just doing your schoolwork. Look, we knew you were doing it. We've confronted you. We've given you plenty of time to correct it. Now we just got to go in and go for the thermonuclear option and take them away from you. And it was like taking crack away from a crack addict.
It is.
But you got to do it. You got to be tough. You got to be mean. And that's what it is. And he was mad last night, but he really was. I don't know. So I do agree. All right. So I agree with you. If you are a hyper involved dad, and I probably would be, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't have to tell my daughter anything because she would have already learned it. Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I have friends of mine who have daughters and they're that way. Right. Like all of the matter of fact, let me think for a minute. Other than the one dude, I think most of the men I know that have daughters in that 22 to 28, 29 range, they're all married, having kids. One of them is a surrogate mother. She has a kid and now she has other people's kids, which kudos to her. That's fucking awesome. I personally would probably not be very happy about that, but hey man, if that's something that she feels God told her to do, then it helps. It makes people happy. So gives people a chance to have a family. So I can't go against that. But at the end of the day, I think all of them are like gainfully employed or married. And most of them are married to good people. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the father is the most important parent after age 12.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, have you heard my whole speech about how women are not meant to raise children and they're
They're
not good at
meant
it?
to raise babies. They're,
Right. They're meant to raise babies. They're meant to keep you alive until you can walk. And once you walk, it's the man's job.
yeah.
And it used to be this way. We used to see this in tribes, right? We used to see this in all of history, all of it. I mean, you can go back Greek, Roman, Mongolian, the Hittites, all of them. Every civilization, the groups of women only cared for the babies. They basically ran a nursery. As soon as that kid could walk and form words, the old men that could not hunt and the young boys who were too young to hunt took over and they taught the little ones. And it was just a never-ending cycle of these old men handing down everything. And as and it never stopped. It was absolutely consistent. And speaking of sons, there's mine right now. Can you carry it for a minute? And
Sure.
I'll mute myself.
Sure. So, let me think about something. So, some things that my dad told me growing up, that I still hold true today is never listen to what a guy says. Always look at his actions. And I will say that was the most helpful thing for me being a young girl, because if a guy says, I love you, I want to marry you and have kids with you, that's all fine and dandy, but that doesn't mean anything. Actions mean things. So if he's not getting a house ready for a family, getting a ring for an engagement, introducing you to his family and his parents and everybody, seeing how you mesh well with them. Then he's just trying to say that because he knows that's what you want to hear. And he can tell you that, your guard goes down, and then he can make you do what he wants. So that's just something that stuck with me. So whenever someone would say, "Oh, I love you," blah, 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 I didn't even hear it. It was just like, show me what you want, show me your intentions. And yeah, so I would say that's a big one. Another one is, let's see. Are you back?
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Okay.
My son, he I don't know if you've noticed, he dresses very well, right? So he's in a 3-piece today, jacket, vest, slacks, whole deal. And it's supposed to start raining, and I told him, I'm like, it's not going to rain. It's not supposed to rain while you're actually at school. It's going to rain, when you're before school or rain right after school, you should be okay. He says, okay, no problem. So I can borrow an umbrella anyway. I'm like, all right, cool. So he did not take an umbrella or a raincoat with him. I even said, hey, I think there's a raincoat under the seat under the truck, because we're in the truck. And he's like, it won't match. It's not my trench coat. I just whatever. So then he calls me, and this morning he says, hey, can you bring me my trench coat? And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but I don't think so, because it's a 45-minute drive each way to his school, which is why he rides the bus there. And I'm like, maybe I can, probably not. And so he just called me. He's like, hey, it's literally raining right now. And I'm like, well, it's not raining here. He's like, I'm like, it'll pass really soon. Don't worry about it. And borrow an umbrella. You said you could borrow an umbrella. He's like, well, I tried, but nobody will loan me one. And I'm like, they need it, I guess. So whatever. Very funny though. Very funny. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I distracted you. Continue on forward.
Well, we have a question. Should I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, in today's age, what parts of child raising do you think the woman is most responsible for, besides raising the baby, which you already talked about? So, I would say, I can't speak for other women because I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what I do. And what I do is I make sure everybody's healthy. If I research every single ingredient for everything we eat, and I keep track of like when they add gums and fillers and dyes and stuff, and I change products again. I make sure I know the farms we order from directly. And when they get bought out by some big corporation that changes things, I know I have to change to another farm. And it's like a never ending cycle trying to find real food in this country. So like that's a lot of my time is just finding real food. And when I can't find it, I have to make it from scratch, which is really annoying. So I just try to make sure everybody's healthy. And that's like a huge thing. Like, what are you eating? How many times have you eaten? Have you gotten enough protein is a big one. I'm just chasing people around. How much protein? How many grams is that? You need some more. Put this in your body. And just yelling at everybody to eat more protein.
Well, your daughter is basically preteen, so she's coming into that where, well, right now you told me she's a tomboy, right? She's like,
yeah,
dresses like a
boy.
hooligan, dresses like a boy.
Well, she dresses like someone who doesn't care what they look like.
Yeah, a hooligan. Yeah, just dress like a hooligan. And so when she starts getting into that 12 and 13 and 14 range, do you anticipate having like long talks with her to sort this out?
Like dating wise stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
of
boy
course.
stuff. Boy stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we have tried to do it now, but it's like in one ear out the other. She's like, "Ew, boys are disgusting. I'm living with
Yeah.
you forever. What are you talking about?"
My son's kind of the same way. I'm like, we need to talk about girls. He's like, I know about girls, Dad. Don't worry about it. I'm like, you don't know. We got Beaten Cheeks joining us. Hello, Berto.
The fuck? Why can't I hear you guys?
I
don't
can
know.
hear you. How's your voice doing? What's going on?
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Shit.
Too much pole smoking down
Yes,
in Colombia.
You guys are talking. I can't hear you.
Cheeks was trolling hard last night.
God, everyone fucked up my headphones and shit.
All right.
That's all right. Keep going. We'll loop him in.
Okay. So you have a question.
Oh my god.
How about you, Greg? What is your my wife is not involved in raising the boys. My wife, she did her job. She gave birth. She got them through diapers. It's all on me, baby. That's the way it's just the way it needs to be. I mean, obviously she's the
Oh, there I am. Sorry about that.
Holy man, dude, level.
I can hear everybody.
Yeah, your mic, it was like jacked up, man.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. So my wife doesn't have any she doesn't make any of the decisions about where the kids go to school. She doesn't make any decisions about really pretty much anything. She but again, she did all the heavy lifting, right? I mean, she brought them here. So there's no I can't, there's not a whole lot more for her to do. And I'm sure that she will resume her role in some capacity in the evaluation of future brides when my young men come of marrying age. But right now she's coasting. Like she coasts.
What are we talking about here? What did I join? The fuck? What's up, Cat?
The question's right there on the screen, man.
What?
The question's right there on the screen.
How about that? Where's the wife involved? Man, I should come back, man. I ain't got no fucking wife. What the hell?
It's talking to me, bro. Talking to me. So at the end of the day, my wife's done her job. She doesn't need to do anything else. Everything's great. And she'll pick up, again when they get to be marrying age. And she buys, she'll buy the clothes that they like. She'll buy all this stuff. But I do all of the making them men stuff. There's no no feminizing them.
Oh my god, man, I am struggling today. God,
you sound like it, man. You're killing me over here. You all right?
I slept for 13 hours, man. Oh my god,
that's a really sad story.
All right, well, guys, I gotta go.
Oh yeah,
my kid. Well, you guys continue. You can talk about male stuff, guy stuff.
Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here.
See
bitch ass here, anyways.
Well, I think Andrew might dip in a little bit, and I know how afraid you are of Andrew.
No, that's true.
Oh yeah,
he asked me if I was really female and like how I can prove it.
I can see a fucking thick ass mustache growing out.
Persian.
Yeah, nasty ass. Go wash yourself.
Persian slipper. Do you ever read? Have you ever read Sherlock Holmes? How he kept his tobacco in a Persian slipper?
No.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, maybe Andrew will dip in. I don't know. He might not. He
was up all fucking night, dude. I don't get it. I'm at like a 4-hour mark.
Had a hard 2:00. She's got to go. Everybody wait by to Cat. Wins in the she's gone. I can't do wins in the chat for Cat.
I'm trying to I was trying to set up my camera, dude, but dude, my shit is all fucked up. I had these people and I had my mom let in my house and shit while I was gone. So I have new flooring. They literally disconnected every fucking thing, dude, in my house. Oh my god. So I was like, okay, fuck this shit. And luckily I got my laptop stuff all set up. That was the easy part. But I've been doing everything else on my own.
Apart today, and I barely have it back together. I'm still doing stuff as we're I got one light that's not on. And
hey, did you get those lights that I sent you?
I got the links. Yeah.
Those are awesome, bro. Those are amazing.
Yeah, I went a little bit different direction. I actually ended up doing some lights that are one of them's remote, and I can adjust it from my computer when I have the app working, which is pretty baller.
Oh shit! What's up, E?
Yeah, he's in here. He's having a good time.
Fucking Mr. E. I still got. Oh yeah, I gotta get in touch with him when I'm done with all this stuff.
Yeah. What did you do? Break stuff?
No. He was working on some stuff for me, and I said, "Get it, hold it back. Go get in touch with him whenever whenever I'm done doing shit."
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck, man, goddamn, I love Colombia.
Yeah. I gathered that you like Colombia. I don't know you need to go there very much, you degenerate. But you know.
Yeah, when women become women again in America, I think I'll stop flying out there. I literally fly to Colombia, get my own badass baller spot, and take like 5 women out and still pay less than taking a stupid bitch out here in America. It's pretty fucking awesome, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, you don't know. Exactly.
You're
I
not-
do know.
yeah.
I do know. Yeah,
But
you
you're
can stay in the
not- you're not
unknown,
having actual
but you stay married.
relationships,
You
though,
still
man.
you stay married over there. You don't do what I do.
Yeah.
Single
I'm not
sucks.
in the trenches anymore, bro. Not
You
in the
don't need
trenches.
to. I'm not saying they're hookers, by the way. Jesus Christ. Everyone, all these fucking retards, I don't know shit
Dude,
about what's overseas.
you were trolling Randy so hard last night. I couldn't believe how hard you were trolling that poor bastard.
I don't think it was just Randy. It was that
I mean,
other
it was
weird ass
everybody.
dude. It was that weird ass dude. What's his name?
Spectre.
Yeah, that weirdo. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell did he say that I'm paying for? I'm like, oh yeah. Nah, have you looked at how I look, bro? Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, man. No, it was fun, bro. It was 2 guys' first time that we went. I tend not to go alone unless I'm actually seeing a woman there, like actually seeing. And so it was me, and then 2 of these guys they'd never been to Medellin, went and did some actually we went on a helicopter ride. Never did that before. Holy shit, the prices have gone up, bro. It was like for a group of like 4 or 5 guys. It all depends on weight too, and it used to be around like $1,200 for like 5-6 hours, the whole city, and plus a little bit of the outskirts of Medellin, dude. It went up to $3,500, dude. I was like, what the fuck? So the Colombian guys are all like explaining to me, babe, the gas prices have gone up, maintenance on these choppers. And I'm like, oh my Lord. So I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? And then gas prices are literally extremely more expensive here. And they go by what is it?
Leader.
The liter, correct. So it is I should have taken a picture of it, but it's just stupid. And it's really sad though how bad the economy is over in Colombia. Like whenever I get Uber rides, I'm gonna screenshot you these Uber rides. You're gonna like shit a brick of how what they are. So Uber's over there. When I went to go to the helicopter area, it was like literally in the outskirts, and I was staying in the city of Medellin. Bro, a Uber ride that about that long here in America, like just for me to go to one of the airports, either Orlando or Tampa, looking at minimum like $100, just one way. Bro, the airport's not in the city at all. It's about like an hour ride out, in and out. And dude, only like $15. I just don't know how these guys make money out there off Ubers.
We got Andrew on.
The fuck,
the man himself.
Oh, the bitch himself. All right, man. Fuck this dude. All right, bye. I don't want to talk. No, I didn't know we gotta have a simp on here, bro.
Andrew, welcome to the pod, man. Welcome to the pod.
What's up, man? How you doing?
How you feeling, man?
You must have smelled the Coomer in the air.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with that bullshit.
Leave Akuma alone. No, man, I'm just a little hungover.
I'm on like the 5-hour mark right now on that last night's podcast. Holy shit. I was like in and out of it last night, right? I'll just keep it short. I was in and out of it because I was trying to sleep for as long as I can, and I wake up at 2 a.m. and I see that you guys are still on. And holy shit, that's when I saw Andrew just going off on that bitch. And then I had my phone on in the background while I was in this meeting with my client. and all I hear is I guess he lowered the TTS to like 15, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Dude, and then my customer, my client, he goes, who's making all that noise? I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you guys could hear that. Excuse me. And all of a sudden I hear some like vulgarity. I can't remember what it was. I have to rewatch it. And then I hear you going off on one of these guys. They're trying to like talk shit to you. You said something like, yeah, you don't fucking know shit. And then I thought I had my thing on mute. And then my client goes, excuse me, but who's doing all that cussing? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just listening to some in the background. Let me turn it off. So I'm like, oh my God, this guy, he probably thinks I'm the biggest piece of shit, but oh my God. So I liked about the midway time. I did catch that whole spray when you're like, you need to get the fuck off. You need to get out of here. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I was waiting to see. But the way you built up that cook up of just, she basically exposed herself by you just asking more or less the same questions, which you could not get because she's a fucking foreigner. I was going to say something else, but we're on YouTube. So I love the CCP.
What do you mean the fact that she's a fucking communist spy?
Well, yeah, 100%. No, I wasn't. No, I was gonna say something actually badly racial, where I'm not gonna get him fucked up for.
No, we're not gonna do that, man.
No, exactly. But, yeah, but yeah, dude, that whole CCP shit, I was like 100% ousted herself out with that alone. On top of that, she's 100% trying to get all that money from Walt. You know, like, I'm just like, no matter what these two dumbass bitches are doing, they are literally are a part of, like, you know, victimhood mentality. You know, look at me, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm gonna, get as much money as I can out of this BS, right? So I think that's kind of fucked up. It's almost like a Me Too movement, but they at least admittedly said no, it's all consensual. But I'm just got hurt. I didn't get what I want out of him, so I'm just gonna go on a little like victimhood mentality tour and see what the hell's going on. So I wish
so butthurt, dude. Fucking butthurt, lying pieces of shit.
Dude. I've had to deal with that professionally twice, man, and I got to sue their asses, thankfully. But this is this is like out of fuckery type stuff, man. This is what I saw. I think it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was so interesting how as I was loading up the TTS to like send in, Brian was like, okay, no TTS. And I'm like, what? Really? No, come on. And then no, for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, man. It was just you guys just flailed her, you know.
Well, the way he did it, he did it so nonchalantly that she was too stupid to realize it. With the consistently asking her the same question, she wasn't getting it at all. She just kept repeating something, but it was different every time. It's like an investigator, like an investigative cop, literally. And then Andrew went, I wouldn't say off the rails, but he went off script whenever he started asking the commie questions. That's when it was awesome. That was amazing, actually. That was a good show.
I gotta ask, Andrew, what you like? It was like somebody flipped a switch. So what happened there to light you off to where you were just like, get the fuck out of here! I don't want to see you anymore. Get out!
What happened actually? Yeah, I did want to know about that.
It was like that.
There wasn't any more
pushback.
Well, wasn't any more to be gained.
Right.
Like we got everything we needed, and so there wasn't really any more fucking point in those bitches being there anymore. And it actually, makes me sick. Like, look, Walter's a fucking dumb fuck, okay? And he shouldn't have fucking. He shouldn't
raw dog the hooker.
Yeah, totally. Okay, but inside baseball. I happen to know that there's no chance he got this chick knocked up. So that's why I was like, I know that the whole thing's a fucking con job, and it's always been a con job. It's been a con job right from the fucking gate. And so from my perspective, I was just like, dude, I mean, you know that when the fucking bitches try to do that shit to you, beating cheeks, same thing.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. With Laura. I don't even want to say her
yeah.
name, dude. I don't even want to say her name,
don't,
but yeah.
I don't let these fucking people get away with that shit. You know,
Yeah.
they act like
They're a victim.
like you deserve it. Well, no, it's worse. They act like you deserve to
Any
have your life ruined just because they don't like you.
Yeah.
Like there's people who just don't like you, and so they're like, "Well, you deserve to have your life ruined." It's like, no, dude, you don't fucking. I get that you don't like them, but you don't. You know, you're not trying to throw these people in prison and fucking take all their money and shit like that because you just don't like their face. I mean, what kind of god awful fucking human being does that?
Well,
And so,
I think you and I know who.
once I realized that, okay, we've got all we need here. These chicks have incriminated themselves up one side and down the other. We know now it was just a revenge plot. They were super upset.
Yeah.
Everything was fucking consensual. And they're essentially just mad. And they're trying to defame this guy because
slander his name.
Well, they're upset because he fucked them and he fucked them and dumped them. And so they're mad, right? They're embarrassed. It's embarrassing. You know, they're embarrassed. We are embarrassed that we slept with this guy and he fucking humped us. And then he dumped us. And it's like, look, that's terrible behavior. I get it. But, you know, your fucking revenge tour of, oh, I'm pregnant and I want to keep the baby. But I don't like you. But I don't like you anymore, Walter. So now I want to kill you, baby. You know, it's like,
chicken fried rice.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous to say for her to be like, well, I want to keep baby, but now I hate you. So now I kill baby. And it's like, dude, what kind of fucking crazy lunatic bitch is this? And it's psychotic, and it's very clear that the whole thing is agenda based. So
it wasn't just agenda based, but they were driven by just defaming him just by his actions. They're trying to bring down the red pill space, you know, and yeah, that's all it is. They're fucking hungry for some sort of attention by trying to bring down some big ass names, and I think there's a better way to do it, and that's not the way.
Well, I mean, I'm
not trying to say they should be brought down or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, like, what we're seeing right now is that they're trying to do all these bitches, these feminists, you know, that's what they're trying to do. Even these commie fucking bitches, as you can see, they can barely speak American, are literally trying to bring down these guys, you know, and I think it's kind of fucked up. So it's not even those guys. I mean, we had an example almost a year ago when Andrew called out a certain somebody and for my name, you know, and then I'm not even famous at all. But I'm like, dude, these bitches, bitches be crazy, man.
I think Andrew Andrew has proven time and time again he's a solid dude. You know, he's not gonna.
He's all right. Don't be simping right now. This is simp free zone, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm just kidding, Andrew. Fuck.
There's a lot of people out there that honestly would have just gone half-assed or kept their mouth shut, and Andrew came out swinging for the fences. And
Grid, I don't understand. Okay, I'm just gonna say, Grid, you don't understand the depth that Andrew did for me. Andrew and I, we only had like maybe a few chats, and he did my show and helped me out with my platform. I never expected that alone, let alone what I told him about this dumb "See You Next Tuesday" from last year. She started slandering my name because I already knew a lot of these hosts in person already, like Adam Sosnick, and I've talked to Brian, and I've already met, you know, Walton Meyer and all these guys, right? And I already knew everybody, but I like, you know, it was whatever. But anyways, they already knew my name from the super chats. All of a sudden, this, you know, person started slandering my name when they saw that I was chatting on Andrew's debates with her and stuff. And that's when she started saying some pretty fucked up shit. And then I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
I started fighting back. I started fighting back a little bit with the supers. I was like, I didn't ever say this. I don't know who the hell you're talking about, but I don't simp. Next thing you know, she started saying that she has receipts. I'm like, oh, I do too. So I sent my receipts, and I'm like, this is the only thing I've ever said to this woman, and it was very professional, non-flirtatious at all. And then Andrew had like a 2-hour video. He had shit that not only did he like, you know, like call her out on that crap, But I don't know whoever did your investigations of shit that I didn't even realize about her, bro. About how apparently this was not her first rodeo. She was in California, and she was on TV on like some national some like local TV news channel, making up lies about some guy on Tinder and all this other crap. I was like, what? I was like, holy shit. Andrew had the whole setting right there. I was like, wow. But what she did was even worse than for me, but it could have gotten a lot worse. If I gotta say, Andrew, dude, I gotta what I gave you in Miami was like pretty extremely cheap compared to what I should have gotten you, man.
You don't gotta worry about that. Look,
Nah, man.
these
You
people,
fucking help me
these
the fuck
people,
out, dude.
what these people are is shameless. They're totally fucking shameless, and they don't mind doing damage to people, just for the purpose of their own game. It's like this weird, sick social club where it's which one of us was victimized the most by which person, and it's actually a really disturbing trend, and I see it over and over and over again. That's why I don't deal with women in the space. I used to be willing to have like professional relationships with them and things like that. I just don't even deal with them now, period, ever.
It's
if
difficult.
They send a message, I just say, okay, thank you, goodbye, and that's it. Because anytime I've dealt with a female in the space and in a professional setting and it's turned into any type of a friendship in any way, shape, or form, they backbit every single time.
Yeah.
Every time they backbite. And it's like, it's just fucking insane to me, but they do every time. Like clockwork. And it's like, I've never, it's only the females in the space. Well, not only. I mean, there's plenty of backbiter dudes too, but
the liberals.
But female streamers and female content creators and all of this, you shouldn't work with them. It's almost always a recipe for disaster. And even the ones that you think are great, they're probably not great. And they will in a second. They don't understand what the meaning of loyalty is, and in 1 second, they'll knife you in the back. I mean, that's happened, I think, 6-7 times to me with female creators in the space. So prominent, not prominent, doesn't matter. The second they think that there's any kind of advantage, they'll backbite. Now, for me, luckily, I'm not, I'm not a fucking perv, so there's never any there's never any of that type of stuff that they try to backbite with. But they always insinuate it anyway. No matter what, you can't get away from it. No matter what happens, they'll always insinuate that you wanted to sleep with them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the context is. Doesn't matter if you just say, how you doing today? Doesn't matter if you just say good morning to them after they've already texted you. They immediately move to that. It's like a fucked up go-to. You know what I mean? So I just don't trust them. So I just don't work with them ever. I've had, you might wonder, like, why does this guy feature so many people on the channel who have small channels, but I don't see any female content creators that he features? I won't feature them. I won't feature them. I won't work with them. It's just a recipe for fucking disaster.
I don't mind having some females, but it'll never be like within person. That's for sure. Especially that I'm like, I've definitely got to test their shit out. Like, why do you believe in this and stuff? I've had females on there, but they already had a bigger platform than me. So if anything, that was kind of using them. But I like testing out their ideology. What are you gonna say about Kat? Sorry.
Oh, Kat says, Andrew, it's cool, Andrew. I'm really a man.
Yeah.
I thought
well,
really
the thing is like I said, even the ones you think, are the cool ones or the based ones or whatever, I'm telling you, the second that they think that there's advantage, they just roll right over on you. They just don't have any sort of concept of what loyalty means. Modern women just don't understand it, and so
I will vouch for Kat, man. She started with me on my little podcasting journey, man. She's been cool. She even tried to set me up with a friend, but I said no, I'm good.
I wouldn't care if an angel. Of
She's
the
all right.
Lord
I
came
said she's
down.
all right, bro. She's a married woman with a kid,
I
so
would
she's all
not
right so far.
care. I would not care if an angel of the Lord came down and told me to begin to work and feature women on my show. I think I'd have to go to hell on that one because it's just
shit.
because, dude, I'm telling you, every single time, without fail, it's been backbiting every time.
All right,
And it's just like, well, I mean, at what point do you just go, okay, well, I think I've learned my lesson now.
Oh yeah, I mean, you did have that. What is that? That retard girl that you had on your debating just like last week, Silver Rose. Is that her name, or who is that? The girl with the super feminist one? Silver Rose. What? It was last week. You had that debate.
No, that was
but I mean, that's a debate.
Girl.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
That poor girl didn't know what was coming for her at all.
She was trying to get Andrew by asking, like, Destiny rapid voice, like 30 little things, before he can answer the first one.
Andrew's point,
that was bad.
To Andrew's point, though, that chick did literally in her first like 20 words set Andrew up into a TOS trap. 100% for him to come in. If, of course, Andrew's smart, he didn't need to take the bait, but like the first thing was that he could have replied with, and a lot of men would have replied with, is going about the AOC, the age of consent. It's a total TOS trap. The minute you start doing it, YouTube doesn't care. It's an algorithm, man. It just hears the words, sees the things. That's all. And I couldn't believe that. And the entire time that I was like, hey, don't do that, she was fucking laughing and giggling like a damn robot or something. I don't know. I was crazy, man. I couldn't believe that a grown woman was giggling so hard over the thought of Andrew and everybody else there being deplatformed. Of course, she's on TikTok, so she doesn't care about YouTube. But it was crazy, and that actually goes to Andrew's point that a lot of women, man, and I would venture to say that most women just you should not trust them.
I don't trust any women at all except for my mom. That's it.
Well, you got to get over. You got a lot of work to do on yourself. So you probably need to be. You got a lot of stuff.
The fuck do I need to work on, man?
Well, not being a coomer to start with, but
fucking coomer.
Man, okay, fuck you, man. Fuck all you guys. Bye, bye.
Look at DGen. Jesus, man.
For the love of God, come on, man. I actually behave better than I usually do when I go to Colombia. All right, so I promise you.
Well, I hope so.
No, I really did. I swear to God, dude. I didn't fuck any hookers this time.
You fucked hookers in Colombia before?
Yeah, once or twice.
Oh my God, dude.
I
don't need to. I don't need to.
Monument erected to.
I don't need to.
It's just down there.
First of all, I don't I don't need to. I haven't done it in a while, but I don't need to. It's just some fun, That was a really bad DGen area, by the way. I haven't done that in a while, but no, because I speak the language, it's pretty easy for me to actually just talk to women and Spanish, so it's never been an issue for me. But yeah, man, it was fun. I was trying to get my friends to not have any damn hookers at the house either, and I was like, guys, if you guys want to talk to women, we can just go to the mall and just talk to these women out here, man. Go to like this nice little bar and stuff. No, they don't listen to me. I have a good story. This is actually a fun story. I can tell you.
It's going to be about sexual tourism.
Listen. No one has sex,
right?
Actually, no one even has sex in this story. This is the best part. So, no one got a hooker in this story. So, this guy, he goes, "Hey man, let's go to this spot." And I'm like, I already know the spot. I don't want to go to it. I think it's stupid. And it's open only between a certain amount of hours, and it's only during the daytime. So it's me and 4 guys. 3 of them have never been to Medellin. I was like, dude, I want to stay back and just eat, man. I just want to go like do some other shit. He's like, you know what? I'll just go with you guys since you guys, none of one can speak fucking Spanish. So I'm everyone's translator. So I'm like, God damn it. All right, let's do it. We get there. me and there's one black guy with me who's been with me on these trips before, and then 3 white guys who have never been with me. There's a reason why I specifically stated what their skin tone is. So we get there, me and the guy that's already been there before. I'm like, hey, Brian, what's up, man? Oh, just chilling and let's go get a table. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be here longer than like 30 minutes. I'm just going to get 2 drinks and bounce. He's like, all right, man. And I'll just talk to all these ladies in Spanish. Let me know what you guys want, whatever. And then in this bar, what happens is, you have a girl that keeps going to a table, one girl coming out of a door. There's only one way in and out for these women. And then whatever woman you choose, you basically go to a room up in this house. It's a large house. It happens to be one of Pablo Escobar's houses before he got killed. And so, and then you go do your thing with this the lady friend. We go sit down, and then we're like, okay, there's a lot of good looking women, whatever. We have our own table. What we did not realize is
that your coomers.
Well, we already knew that.
Okay.
This is the funny part. I had to go take a piss real quick, and then as I'm walking back to my table, I noticed there's a whole dark area in this area. What I mean dark, I mean there was a bunch of niggas in there, and let me tell you guys, these guys look like.
Say, bro?
Oh, don't worry, I'm good, dude.
He said NGA.
Bunch of niggas. Yeah, I didn't say it with the hard ER. I do on my channel though, but not on his. I already know the TOS. I've already read into that. So, so anyways, I look over. I'm like, holy shit! There's a goddamn NFL team over there. These aren't like small black dudes. No, man, these guys are like 6'5", minimum, 300 pounds. And my buddy looks over. He's like, hey, man, I think we're bouncing, dude. I'm like, why? Because every single girl that would barely walk through the door to show herself off, holy shit. Those guys, it was like 8 of them. Like maybe, it's probably 10 of these black dudes.
There were more professional degenerates than you were. That's the problem.
Let me tell you, it was so bad that every single girl that just kept walking through that door, all those dudes, bro. And it was so hilarious because the guy goes, man, it'd be like tossing like a hot dog down the hallway with these girls, man. I'm like, oh man, what about the white guys? We're like, oh man, they even said, oh nah, man, I'm good. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. We didn't even stay for one drink before we saw the whole dark room get all those girls, bro. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I told you guys, man.
And in your own degen realm.
Yeah, so I thought it was funny, man, because
you've been spending most of your life living in the degenerate paradise.
I wasn't being a degenerate.
Andrew. You got to do that one, Andrew. I love your songs, bro. I'm ready to be able to download them and so that I can spread the word myself. But you've got to do "Living in a Degenerate Paradise" just for Cheeks if you haven't already. God, that's awesome.
Why, man? I'm a good man. By the way, I'm going on full incel mode after today, man. I can't.
It's not incel if you voluntarily do it. That would be that you're just not being a degenerate. It's not.
Dude. I did meet a good girl, man. She was cool. I met her the first day I was there through another friend that already lives there. No, not a hooker. No, none of that. I actually didn't even sleep with her.
Yeah, Ryan's a fucking hooker, bro. Why? I mean, why are you lying? You know, it was a fucking hooker. Come on.
Yeah. I was wondering where all these thousands of dollars left me. Hey, man, she said she was behind on her car payment or some shit. It was like $1,000 a day thing.
You help her save a ton of money on her car insurance with your penis
by switching to Geico.
By switching to the Berto insurance?
By switching to a Berto.
The Berto insurance plan, bro. I promise you guys.
That's awesome.
I did not have any sexual relations with that woman.
Well, he lied, so now we know you are too.
I swear to God. I fucking swear to God, I did not sleep with her. This is the first trip I actually did not hook up. Ish.
Your coomerism is out of fucking control.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, I did not sleep with that woman. I did not. We're gonna hang out again. No, I trust me. I was with someone else during that trip.
He says, trust me. Trust me, bro.
No, trust me, bro. I don't lie. I have never lied to you guys. I really have never lied to you guys. I didn't say I didn't sleep with anyone there. I'm just telling you, I didn't sleep with that woman.
Come on, bro. Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Anyways, I'm gonna be a full-on incel from now until I find another good woman here. So, well, excuse me, until I go leave America again. Because you're right, dude. I'm checked out of these girls, dude. I tried dating this chick down in Boca, doctor chick, but yeah, she'd rather go to the Hamptons and get sloshed than be in a relationship with me. So I was like, yep, fuck this.
I got to get Helldivers too.
God damn it, Andrew! No.
Yep, got to do it because I'm going to stream it.
Oh man, I'm streaming Diablo 2, the new season tomorrow. Now that I got all my shit set up.
Oh,
I'm a Diablo 2 guy, or Diablo 4 guy, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grid. I know, man. Sorry, Grid. I'm a nerd like that. I know what Helldivers is as well, dude.
I actually started this whole project today to destroy my studio and put it half-assed back together just so I could put my flight simulator in here. And
you have a flight simulator, like an actual, like the game, or do you actually have like the whole dome and where you can actually do the flight simulator?
I have a sim rig that's basically like a chair with. I have both the wheel. It's not really a wheel. The yoke and the side stick, and I've got the throttles and I've got big screens. I got big screens down the side, so you don't have to like try and maneuver the camera. It's just like being in the airplane. I could, in theory, turn one of my airplane fuselages into a really cool sim rig, but I don't have that kind of time. I have too many other things to get done. Like
just hire somebody. Just hire somebody, man. Just like I did when I was gone. I have brand new flooring, done in my rooms. God,
the guy without a working camera right now. The guy without a working camera said,
"Dude, get out of here!" Dude, I'll set it up next time. Jesus Christ!
All right, okay, all right.
I told you I wasn't gonna be able to this time, but I will next time.
What a geek! Can't even get his camera on.
I could. It'll take me like 15 minutes though, because I have to do a bunch of other moving around and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I told you I was gonna go on screen. I didn't know you're gonna have dipshit on. Otherwise I wouldn't have joined.
Did you just call Andrew dipshit? That's a bold move.
Dude, I don't like being cyberbullied. God damn it. This is some bullshit. Last time I fucking went and reported everybody that was in that last stream I was on. So yeah. Get canceled. No, that was a fun fucking stream. That was probably one of my favorite streams, even better than any of mine that I've had. That was a fun goddamn stream.
Andrew last night lowered the boom on that. I mean, it was like that too, and it's just like, get the fuck out. And I was like, holy crap, Andrews was serious. Like, he's done. And,
I guess I already have Helldivers too. My bad.
Oh my!
Yeah, I need to get a.
There was a big sale for it.
I need to get a copy of it. I'm gonna go we'll go in the Discord and get a bunch of guys together
and you wanna bring democracy back to the Empire.
Isn't there another team?
The fuck
it would be a different. I don't know. Right. I don't know the game, but I prefer.
Oh no! Yeah. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. That's like one of their quotes. Have you not played it yet?
No.
Yeah, you gotta like it. You're gonna love what's gonna. Yeah, you gotta like it, man. I know. There's this recently. They were all over my Twitter feed recently about all the PC players because I play on PC. They were saying, "Oh, you have to have a PlayStation Network, account now to get all your, I don't know, something set up." I don't know what it was, but basically, let's just say a lot of people left Helldivers because of some bullshit PlayStation wanted. So was not looking good, but I think they like backtracked on that, and now the PC players are coming back. So I already had it, so it didn't really make no difference to me.
Well, I'm not gonna do shit today, I think, except just like lay around and be miserable like I do every Monday.
Every Monday. Dang. Okay.
I have a meeting here in 25 minutes, so I'm gonna just stick around and chill with you guys until then. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to get out of here. I just popped in to say hello.
Hey, I appreciate
Yeah,
it,
man.
Andrew. It's always a pleasure to have you on, man. And I always
All right.
send you a link just as a courtesy. You don't necessarily have to come on. I just send it to you. So
Well, I always
bullshit.
do what you did
Good,
anyway.
good,
So,
good is always like fuck that.
hey, yeah, I'll see you later, Coomer.
Berto, fucker.
no, he had it right, Akuma.
Oh man, Monday hangover for sure, man. Yeah, I didn't do any. I didn't drink at all, man. I just because I don't drink at all. I haven't done drugs in a few years now, but damn, I was still up doing some ratchet shit in Colombia. Though I'm not gonna lie, it was still a fun trip.
I don't if you're gonna look for like a high quality
good
or
woman?
whatever woman, yeah, good woman.
I
You're
just
gonna have
it's
to
called a
like
good woman,
tighten up.
dude. I swear to God, dude, I literally had to vet this. That's why I didn't sleep with her, and she probably thought I was fucking gay because I didn't like try and make any like sexual advances on her.
No, she thought you're bi, not gay.
Yeah, I don't know. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. No, but no, I was trying to be like, to myself, I told her my boundaries and she was all down with it, man. So it took me like 3 days, literally. Say what?
Did you tell her your safe word and where you keep the padded handcuffs and shit?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You're a degenerate. I mean, it's just degenerate shit, right?
I've never done some bullshit like that. That's just some weird shit. I don't like to get my fucking dick spanked and shit like that, or what the fuck those fucking weirdos do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dude, go ahead.
But no, go ahead, man.
I saw your dude, I laughed my dick off whenever I saw your super chat about you said something. You called her these fucking sluts. Get out of here. You basically, I think it was you that riled up Andrew because when he reactivated the super chats.
Dude, he laughed his ass off after both of mine. Like, he was like,
yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too in the replay. Because last night, because yesterday I didn't get home until like 4 in the afternoon. I literally like crashed. I've been tired, dude. Crashed into bed. Then I woke up around about 2 hours already deep in his show, and I noticed he said that's when Brian had his super or TTS shut off. Yeah. And then, but I had the show playing in the background while I was trying to sleep, and then I heard your TTS, and I'm like, oh shit, this is awesome. And I know how you like to play around with your words because that's the way I've been doing it for a while too. Instead of fuck with an F, PH, instead. And slut for SLOOT. What's another one of my favorite ones? I don't say cunt anymore. I just say CUN text Tuesday. So yeah, those are my favorite ones. But yeah, that was so far so good. I haven't finished it yet. I know she rage quit. That's when I like woke up again.
Yeah, she did rage.
So you just can't. Yeah, these slanderous bitches, dude. This shit. Imagine that happening. I mean, technically, they've been doing it on their. I guess it's not the mere fact that. I mean, it is their professional environment, but like, I mean, they have a lot to lose. They're millions, but when you don't have anything to rely on except for your, five salary, or five figure, salary a year job, and your life is literally on the line, that's when I think you have a lot more to lose then. That's what I was put under back then. Like when some shit like that happened to me, like when I was in the military, man, that was scary. So luckily I got to sue and I won that case really quick, but it doesn't matter. This is before even the Me Too, really kicked in high gear. That would happen in like what, 14, 15 or something. And then my shit happened back in like 2011. And not only was I proven innocent across board of everything, once something like that happens, bro, you can't, like, everyone still looks at you like some piece of shit. Like literally, like you did that, someone of SA. Yeah. Oh, you USA this person, bro. I just got, innocent, like proven innocent here. Like, how is that possible? For crying out loud, that girl got kicked out of the military. It was that bad. Like, that's how bad she lied. Personally, I think she should have gone to prison. What is that they say? Whoever does the accused, come to find out they're the ones lying about it, should get the same sentence as the perp, that they accused them of, some shit. So
yeah, man, you seem pretty traumatized by it, but sorry.
Oh, any man would, dude. Are you serious? I can't. I think I had to go do like a work trip there about like 6, 7 years ago. I went back like 8 years later, and I went. I saw some people that are still working around that area. They still didn't even like me because they thought I was fucking doing bad shit. I was like, all right, then fuck all you guys. So don't give a fuck about this town, anyways. So I think, and I'm always in favor of protecting anybody. I've already protected a few people before, stood up for them, but I have to get my homework done first before I immediately go on the man's side as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have more false allegations coming out more than ever and a bunch of lying ass whores, but not all of them are going to be lying. So you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that and the way that I see this is that, most of the time when an allegation comes out, I personally, just as a rule, I don't believe it. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't trust women to say anything truthfully unless I actually know them, and even then, that heavily colors what's going on. The the problem I have with a lot of this stuff that's going on now is, that in the age of video, it's hard to get stuff like it's hard to pull it off. The way
I
that
will
they're
never.
trying.
By the way, sorry, Kat. I don't forgive any lying assholes, man. I'm sorry. I don't even care what it entails. If it's even a quarter of a fraction of that kind of accusation or slanderous comments, I will never forgive them. I don't know if I can show you some screenshots of when Andrew was backing me up. That lying ass bitch. She found my phone number because I gave it to her, trying to get her on my podcast.
Sure.
And next thing you know, she wanted me to forgive her. I'm like, no, I don't forgive you. Just keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth and anywhere near any of your podcasts, whatever the fuck you want to do. So don't fucking mention my goddamn name. And she thought she thinks I'm like a fucking nobody. Yeah, I'm a nobody to you, but woman, I know more people than you do in South Florida. So I'm the last dudes you want to fuck with. So I don't have to have some fucking podcast to be a known name of any sorts. So, and Andrew can
Yeah.
attest to that whenever he fucking met me in person. Let's just put it that way. So it's all about, the way you carry yourself and everything. And whenever there's somebody getting slandered, I'm always going to be on top of that immediately. I covered a hit piece last year on my Rumble in regards to Travis Bauer, the baseball player they got, framed a few years ago. I called that immediately. As well as the kicker for the Buffalo Bills. He's also somebody that, he was defamed or slandered as well. I was on top of that story immediately before anybody else. He also got slandered pretty bad, and nothing's happening to the girl. This is I like to stay on top of any of those stories.
Nothing happens to the girl anyway. I mean, that's
Right.
just the way that works. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's cool, man. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I just don't really. I guess I just don't really care that much because I don't believe them to start with. So and I don't really, I've had people lie. Dude, you have no idea how many people have lied about me. I've gone to court. And,
I don't know, man. I've been lied quite a lot of myself, but yeah. I know. I know you have more years on me though.
Yeah,
you have more years on top of me, so I can believe that.
Well, I was in the public eye for a long time, and I had I had customers. I used to say that I had thousands of really good customers, and I had 10 shitty ones, and everybody knows those 10 because they just can't stop talking about it. They can't keep they can't leave it alone, and that's fine, but I actually I've been to court, I've been sued, I've been all this stuff, and
Oh yeah, that happened to me last year. I never been to court or sued before until last year, when I opened up my business.
Yeah. The minute you people think you have something worth taking, they're going to try and take it. So, fidgety guy, nobody's talking about any of that shit here, other than the fact that it was fucking funny how Andrew lowered the boom on her. So,
why are you not concerned about being?
I said last
what?
night that, yeah, I don't know.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who. Why am I not concerned? Why am I not concerned for being sued for libel? Well, first of all, I'd have to say something libelous. That's a number one thing. And second, nobody here has called her anything but a
bitch, commie.
I called her a whore, but I
mean, CCP agent.
That doesn't mean that she's an actual prostitute. I call that's a term of endearment in some places.
I bet I can find out she's a prostitute.
Dude, just don't start the nitpicky bullshit.
Anyways, continue on. Fuck that dude. You're talking about
it's fine, man. I just have people, I've been sued for a lot of stuff. I haven't had women really accuse me of much because I really I've always had really hard and fast rules about how I dealt with women, especially in the workplace, because it's just too easy, especially now, for women to just fuck your life up, like completely.
100%.
And I personally never had it happen to me because I was always like super careful. I didn't have women in my office without having other people there. When we had I actually didn't really have that many women work for me because I don't trust them to not necessarily say something about me, but say something another employee or the company or something like we're being dismissive or we're being what the fuck ever. And I just didn't care anything about it. I mean, I don't like to get into that shit. And it's not something that I care about, that's not really you just deal with it, right? Like there's no I was in the same boat with Andrew last night, once he had pretty much torn apart all of their arguments to the point where it was just shredded. It wasn't even worth shredded cheese. And they poked all the holes in it that could possibly be pulled. They just needed to leave because they were so disingenuous. They didn't add anything to the conversation. All they really did was distract from the conversation. And if I were the other girls that were there, I'd have been pissed as shit. Because
I can see. Yeah, I can see they were. I can see how they look on their face, like who the hell are these hoes? Like they were just ruining their time. For sure.
We're making people famous for the dumbest shit ever, right? Like
I personally wouldn't. I personally don't like platforming random hoes like that. Why do we need a
platformer? We don't. Yeah, we need. She needs to go the fuck away.
That kind of pisses me off when I see undeserving people. It doesn't matter if you're a man or female, get any sort of like spotlight, any source when, huh?
I forgot to turn off my alerts.
Oh, so anyways, I believe anybody like that that doesn't deserve any kind of spotlight, especially like these bitches that I told you about that accused Trevor Bauer and all these famous people. The ones that did the accusing of these guys had more spotlight, and if it's gonna be any kind of spotlight, it's to shit on them. Trevor Bauer's accuser, she was on fucking like every biggest goddamn podcast. And I'm like, why are you giving this stupid bitch a voice? Like, unless she's gonna get shit on, she does not need to have a voice. If anything, like take away this woman's like rights to even. I almost said something that was very non-YouTube friendly. Let's put it this way: she doesn't deserve to be walking the earth. That's like that's just how fucked up it is.
It's the same thing. We just don't. We just shouldn't even talk about them, right? Like we can talk about everything else. We just don't. That's why, and actually, Kat, I asked Kat if we were going to talk about it, but there really isn't anything else that needs to be said about it. The only reason that I think it's an interesting thing to talk about right now is because Andrew's point of view, and it's not that I don't sort of share it. His point of view of that all women in the content creator space are probably going to turn on you at some point. I look around and I see that for the most part, with some notable exceptions, that's pretty true. You always see like two creators working, kind of together, and then then it falls apart for one reason or the other, and there's always allegations as to why, which is why first of all I tend to I have very, again, hard and fast rules about how that works, and which is one of the reasons why it wasn't I had to make a switch in my deal. So Kat says the gyno we know has his wife in his room the entire time. A wealthy mother and daughter tried to sue him once. Thankfully, there were cameras everywhere and they didn't even come in. See, that's the kind of shit. Like, the people just weren't even there to begin with. So, but they're getting sued. In my case, I mean, just what's going on right now, right? So I have had Josie on as a recurring guest, and I have referred to her as acting as my co-host several times. There's no problem with that. She's done a lot of shit on the back end, right? She's done a lot of work actually that I didn't ask her to do. I was appreciative of her doing it. I just didn't ask her to do it. And so, I was, but and as I kind of dial in the show, right? Like, how this is, right? You're just dialing it in, right? I'm constantly fucking with a set. Eventually I'm going to get to a set that's like, this is what it's going to be. I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm still fucking around with it, but I'm fucking with a set. I'm messing with the cameras. I'm changing lights. I'm reconfiguring the lights. I'm buying this little piece of gear. I just gone full gear queer. Setting up my operation here. I'm about to switch over from the laptop, which does an amazing fucking job, over to a dedicated gaming computer that will do nothing but run this studio and run my and it'll run my flight sim. And so I'll have super fast action, a lot of memory, all the shit that you need, right? And I'm just using that as an example because that's how I do things. I just continuously refine, right? Like, we start here, we move forward, maybe we move back a little bit, we move forward some more. And so the thing is, and I'm sure you notice this everywhere, the thing about having Josie on was she's constantly argumentative, which is great. It's a great thing to have for you. If I have a leftist female on that I will look like a complete dick if I go after. If I have Josie here, Josie can go after her, no problem, right? That's easy. That's girl on girl crime. Nobody cares. But I don't want to argue with my co-host. I don't want to argue with the person that's sitting on the other side of the screen. It's supposed to be a show. It's not supposed to be blood sport battle, right? And so I made a couple of changes. Brought Kat in. I like Kat. Kat's very nice. We're going to see how that works out. And I didn't even I've not even committed to the change completely. I just said that we're going to try this for a couple of weeks, see how it works out. So far, it's working out great. I think everybody likes Kat. I think that Kat is a good human being.
She's all right.
And I think but most of all, she doesn't come in 30 minutes late without telling me she's going to be 30 minutes late or 3 hours late. Like the other night we were on, and it's like 3 hours, and I get it. There were things that were extraneous to that, but I just don't. It's not that I don't want women involved in my show. I do. I feel like that I need a feminine personality on the other side of the aisle to balance me out, because I just sound like a raving lunatic otherwise.
Yeah.
But it has to be the right fit. And that's the thing about all of it, is it has to be the right fit. And but I 100% get where Andrew's coming from. It's not that I believe that per se, but I certainly believe it is certainly possible in this space, being any kind of content creator, podcaster, host, recurring guest, SME, whatever. It's certainly possible that you're going to get that some female somewhere is going to try and knock your dick in the dirt. And it's very hard for a man to do the same thing, Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
It's very hard for a woman to get, you know, like ostracized
It's because
versus a
people.
female,
I
right? Like
mean,
nobody's going to believe that. And it's, and even if you try and do right, 100% right, they're probably not going to take it. They're just too emotional. I mean, what's the there's even a thing about it how women are just so emotional and they just need they you can't have that back and forth, right, like you can with a dude. You just have to treat them differently, and I agree with that. And I can 100%. I literally do really. I'm not discounting anything Andrew says. That's not going to change my course of action, um, because I do feel like that Kat adds a lot of value to the program, and I think she's going to continue to add more value to the program. I think she's awesome. I thought, and I um, felt like that. Kat's fucking awesome. Bitches be crazy. But but I'm not going to put up with nonsense. I'm not going to put up with childish behavior. There's no
yeah,
point.
it's called having your goddamn boundaries. It's your channel, your rules.
Yeah, well, it's even beyond that. It's just don't be a fool, right? Like even outside the channel, right? Like I'm not going to get into it. It's not something
I know what you mean.
I would consider. But
So,
anyway,
hey, how was your weekend, man? Let's talk about that. How was your weekend?
It was good. You missed the first part of it. And actually, I don't know if I think Kat and I talked about. We really didn't talk about.
How many hookers you get, bro? I had like 6 hookers. How about you? I'm just kidding.
I'm not even in your league, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Not even in your league.
No, you don't want to be. There's no league, bro. I'm a league of my own.
You are the league. You are the league.
I am the league. No. How was it, anyways? You go flying or what, man?
No, man. I had to actually. Well, I worked on my airplane. I actually. I don't know if I probably have a picture somewhere, but what I'm doing right now is I'm covering the airplane in fabric, and it's kind of fun. It's like arts and crafts. You got glue and fabric, and you glue everything down, and then you have to shrink it with an iron and all kinds of stuff. It's a process, and this is all leading up to painting it, which is going to be a complete pain in the dick because you got a very short window of time to do it in. And so I did that. Obviously, took my my wife and my mother-in-law out for Mother's Day, which Kat has a much better way of doing this. Kat,
nice. Where did you
sharp.
guys take her?
We went to PF Chang's, whatever you say it, PF Chang. But
Chang's.
I do, but it's not right. And and again, this is very interesting because you know how women are, right? Like my wife especially is like perpetually either right exactly on time or late. And I know this. My wife. I know this.
Oh yeah, women are always late, bro.
So,
I have to live with that now.
Right. So I'm informed that we're gonna do this. My wife's already set it up. She's made all the plans, which is cool, right? I think that was awesome. And it's like all I need you to do is drive. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can do that. And so we leave. We had to run an errand first. We get to the restaurant. We're a little late. They don't have a table for us anymore, and they're full. And so my very ever resourceful wife convinces them to let us sit outside on the because they have an outside dining at it wasn't open technically because it was daytime, and they assumed everybody would want air conditioning.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we have a very nice lunch, and we just tooled around, did some other stuff, came home. It was great. It was actually a really easy, relaxed day, no drama. And but Kat's much smarter. Kat apparently did Mother's Day last week, right? And which meant that she didn't have to get out in any of the crazy yesterday like I did. I had to get out in all the crazy yesterday. Kat says, I used to be early and my female friends would still be in the shower. I learned the ways. Yes, young Padawan.
I don't want to brag, but I gotta say is Mother's Day is every day for me, and I got my mother, I got my mom a nice dinner right the day before I left. And then I had a chef coming over on Wednesday to her house. I'm like, Mom, you need to be home at this time. So, and she's like, Why? Why the hell? What the hell do I need to do? I'm like, Mom, just shut the fuck up.
You're such a mama's boy. I can just tell.
Well, fuck yeah, I am. I ain't got no fucking shame in that. So, anyways, I got my mom a ticket to Dubai for a whole month. Got her a nice hotel over at Arafah, and then. Yeah, so I'll be taking care of her. Well, technically, she's really my dog, but anyways, so I'm gonna have 3 bitches for my whole month of June, in my house. But yeah, I'm always getting my mom random shit. It doesn't. My mom had the fucking audacity yesterday to pick. Okay, I had her pick me up and drop me off at my house, right? Because she was watching my dogs.
Yeah.
Then she had. No, not at all. This is like really quick. Next thing you know, my mom goes, "Where's my Mother's Day gift?" I'm like, "Woman, I know damn well you did not just ask me that." That one and backhanded the shit out of her. I'm just kidding. I did never hit her.
We all knew that you're almost in the same class of trolling as Brian is. You troll like
I'm better than him.
I feel like every third word out of your mouth is basically aiming to troll somebody.
No, man, no. I mean, I'm not gonna hit my mom, obviously, but I literally did say that to her. I'm like, woman, you are out your damn mind. I know damn well you did not just ask me for that. I did fuck up one thing though. My mom did require. Oh, dude. So in Colombia. Or when I go to my mom's house, she's Honduran. So in Honduras, if you guys are not very familiar with their food, my favorite Honduran, or overall, my favorite food is called baleadas. It's like these big flour tortillas. You put beans in them. You fold them like a taco, but they're always soft. And you put like white butter on it and some cheese and eggs. And bro, my mom likes to always say, hey, you want to come over? I'm making some arepas. I'm like, Mom, you're not Colombian. You don't know how to fucking do arepas. And so I always go over to the house, there's dinner, or she brings it over here, or she brings her shit over here, and then she cooks at my house. And I can see the text message, hey, I'm making arepas. I'm like, Mom, those are not arepas. You're Honduran, goddammit. And then she reminds me over the weekend, and I totally forgot. I bought at least 5 pounds of arepas in fucking Colombia, bro. Arepas are so amazing. Oh, are you familiar with what arepas are?
Isn't that like a dessert?
No, bro. It's like a tortilla. I would call it I would call it tortilla, but it doesn't taste like a tortilla. It's just different. And they're just so good. Yeah. And the Colombian, Venezuelan arepas, the ones really in South America arepas are always like the best. The Colombians are number one though. And you can buy them by the bag super cheap for literally 80 cents for a huge bag of it, which would cost maybe $10 here in America. And I bought 3 bags worth and I forgot them. They're in the freezer right now at the Airbnb where I was at. And there was
maid's got them. The maid
took them
home.
Bro, no. Well, I was the first. No, well, I was no. I was the first one to leave out of the group. Everyone else is staying there for another 2 days. Yeah, man. They sent me pictures of that shit. I'm like, hey, man, look, we got so many arepas, bro. 2 of them don't leave until tomorrow. I'm like, you fucking assholes. Yeah. So yeah, they ate the shit out of them arepas, bro.
Thanks for buying dinner, bro. Thanks for buying dinner.
Lunch, that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 3 days, bro. But between all these, there's some big boys too.
Yeah, you can jump back on if you want. I know you're running around. You're probably running around and just punching in stuff on your phone while you're driving like a maniac. But if you're actually not driving around like a maniac and you can jump back in. But yeah, it's
but yeah, I forgot my goddamn food for my mom.
for my mom. I do stuff for my mom, but it's I keep a distance, and it's not on purpose or anything. It's just I'm a grown ass man, and I don't need my mommy anymore very often.
I don't need my mom either, but shit, I'm the one giving her everything.
I know. What you need is a wife. You know what you need. I figured it out. I've listened to you now a lot. I've listened to all your stories. I've listened to all of your stuff.
I haven't given you any degenerate shit, so don't even start that.
What you need is a wife.
No, I need a woman to bear children. I'm not getting married. You're not gonna contact. Nope.
You need a wife.
Nope. You're not gonna get me to get married, dude. It's not gonna happen.
You gotta do it, man. The first thing you gotta do is got to be a little bit more involved in your church. I don't know. My camera focus just went fucking batshit.
You still look pretty handsome, though.
I know. Even
I hate it. I hate it.
Everybody
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm jealous. I hate it. You know what? I needed to get focused. Out of focus more. I hate it.
Yeah. You what you need is what we refer to as a church wife.
And, you serious, man? No, these whores running around churches after being used up. Even Andrew told me that on my live stream last year. Hell no.
You're not a bad looking dude, and you got a little bit of game, so you can, you'll get something.
I have no game. I just say hello and that's it, man.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
I have no game.
And we got to, you got to put the passport away, bro.
What do you mean? That is the best possible outcome I can have at this moment. I go out all the time.
Right,
dude.
right. That's the problem. You're going out, dude.
But I'm not going out drinking. I'm not going out staying out at late night.
Go to church, get some God in you. And when you're ready, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. Did I just freeze?
You froze. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Oh, there it is. That was fucking weird.
There you go.
The hell did that happen?
But anyways, there's a focus back in. Yeah, focus back in.
Huh, that's weird. I fucked my camera up a little bit earlier today, so who knows? But here's the thing. What did Flint call you? Kuma Troopa? Oh, I like that. I'm gonna put that. Hang on.
You fuckers! God damn it, man! I can't wait to cancel all you guys again. Yeah, get fucked. You're just loving this shit.
Andrew left too early.
You're loving this shit.
Andrew left too early. There we go. And
oh shit, ab check, man. Oh, bro, tomorrow, baby. I'm taking off Wednesday, dude, for Diablo 4, bro.
Right, whatever. So, dude, seriously, you got to, dude, go find you a nice girl in a church. Well, first of all, go.
No, not church. Dude. No, I'm not. No.
Dude, you gotta go to church, man.
Dude, I can't find. I'm not gonna tell you on live chat why I don't think I ever belong in any churches, but I do believe that in Christianity, it does to have a good family, to have good Christian values.
I understand you've done some things, you've been some places. Got a past, but you're not going to spontaneously combust the moment you walk into the door.
I knew that.
I promise you.
I'm telling you, dude.
The Archangel Michael is not going to.
I'm telling you, dude. I would be.
We're not going to come down and smite you with their swords.
That's the least of my concerns. I feel it'd be extremely hypocritical of me after I call out all these whores converting themselves and stupid ass people.
You to go get right with the Lord. I didn't say you're going to get right in one day, dude. It's going to take some work on your part. You got to go get right, man.
I think I am right. I think I'm doing all right.
Really? You think you're doing all right?
I think I am. I mean, I'm not like my health is in check, I don't know.
I think
I'm doing all right. I have a good business, I'm thriving with my 2 employees. One just left. He took a better opportunity. I didn't even get mad at him. I just couldn't afford him. I already knew he was gonna leave within like the first 3 months even working for me. And I was like, fuck, this guy's way too smart for this undercutting salary that I have him on. He stayed though for a while. So, but anyway, that's for another day. But dude, I just don't. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
don't
telling you,
believe
man.
in do. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I think it'd be very hypocritical for me to ever step into any church or be involved into any Christian church. I think it's just very hypocritical of me. I
I
just
think
don't
you're
believe in
wrong.
that.
Matter of fact,
I think it's
I
hypocritical.
know for a
You
fact.
don't understand, man. You don't
Know for a
understand. Like
Everybody
I
says that.
have, I
Know for
have
a fact
done
you wouldn't
stuff
say.
that is
And you know what you do? You walk
very.
in. Hey, bro, you walk in, you listen, you learn, and when you're ready, you shed all that weight, man. You shed it all, and you get rid of. You're absolved. You are absolved of your sins, and you come right with the Lord. You get your life straight, and then you're going to find a woman worth. You're going to be like, dude, I want to get fucking married.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll get married under the church. I won't get married under the state.
Well, I mean, marriage is not
exactly.
So that's not. But you got to get right with the Lord, bro. You got to. Every time I talk to you, man, I'm like, you're like this close. You're this close. You got all the pieces, man. You do. You're right. You are absolutely right. You're 100% that you got your business is going good. You're cleaned up. You're not drinking as much, probably if much at all.
Yeah, I
You're
don't drink.
taking
Yeah,
care of your mom. You're not doing drugs every day. You're
at
not going out every
all.
night trying to fuck another girl. So
I don't do drugs at all.
You're not doing drugs. Okay, so you're like 80% there, bro. But that doesn't get you there. It's not going to get you there. It's not going to get you the woman you want. It's not going to get you the woman that's going to be the one. You can travel back and forth to all these different countries, and it doesn't matter. You meet great women, man. You do meet great women. I know for a fact. I've listened to you talk about them enough to know that you meet great women. But the problem is that you aren't right yet. You are not right enough to be the man they need to be, and so they can't be the woman they need to be. And you got to get right, bro. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. You don't have to listen to me. You can keep going, but I'm just telling you.
You can keep telling me, dude. I think it is extremely hypocritical of me to ever attend any church of any sort.
We're all hypocrites, bro. I literally just told everybody.
I'm a big piece of shit. I like to cuss a lot. I like to.
You don't cuss nearly as much as Andrew.
I don't know about that. I think I'll cuss him in my soul stream alone with him. Even his wife made a comment about that. She was pissed.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, man.
Well, her and I are cool though.
I think that you're hung up on the idea of going to church for some reason. I don't know what it is, but you just need to get over that and just get in the door, man. And I'm not going to be, look, I think Andrew, I think orthodoxy is great. I think I see some value in orthodoxy. I think, I think right now you need something Southern Baptist, Church of Christ, something like that. The real hardcore, Bible thumping, you're going to hell, serious shit. And you'll be all right.
I don't know. We'll see in a few years. We'll see.
A few years, dude. Fuck a few years. Do it tomorrow, bro. Fuck a few years.
Sorry, dude.
That's the shit that people say that end up dying in fucking airplane crashes and shit. I'll just do it tomorrow.
I mean, sorry, dude. Let me look at my schedule real quick. When can I go? I think, yeah, I'm kind of booked for until 2030. I think.
Whatever. You just went to Columbia for a weekend, bro. You can definitely take a Sunday and hit the church.
Sundays are booked for my hooker days, dude. I mean, doing cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
You're gonna have to drop the hookers off your schedule, right? I know it hurts. It stings a little to have to give up all of your degeneracy, but
You see, that's another thing, dude. That's another thing about being a hypocrite. Like I love women, dude. But I'm trying to go on this incel, route starting today. I want to be an incel starting today, right? So, yeah, I can't wait to be an incel, bro. I'm gonna see how long it lasts this time.
It's not an incel if you're voluntarily doing it. Come on, man.
What do you mean? I'm about to start playing video games and streaming. That is the full incel like layout, bro. Fuck with me.
Destiny, bro.
Fuck with me, bro. I am gonna be an
incel. Are you gonna grow out the curls too? Are you gonna grow out the curls?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna grow out my fucking.
What do they call it? Hairstyles at the bucket head. What do they call it? There's a.
It's called an afro for me.
It's not an afro, bro. Come on.
No, I can go. No, I can legit get an afro. Like I literally can grow an afro out.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I'll listen to you, man. I'll try and help you out, but you keep complaining.
My streams will be live for you, by the way. So like, I'm gonna send if I want some people on, I'll definitely like send you the link. Remember, it's gonna be Rumble only. Remember, Rumble and X only.
Yeah, if I can't come on, I'll just tell you I can't come on. But usually,
I'll do what you do. Send me the invites. I'll return the favor. So
yeah, I don't. It's one of those things, man. I think that why would I not? Especially Andrew's helped me so much. I always send him an invite. If he can't make it on, that's totally cool. But but yeah, you gotta quit being a coomer. You gotta knock that shit out.
I'm not being a coomer. I don't think I am. I'm dating, bro. I'm a man of my word. I am. Dating? I like to date and get to know women. All right. Doesn't matter. I am not going out fucking every girl that I meet or go out with. I still get turned down 98% of the time. So how the hell am I even going out and sleeping around as often as you like a real degenerate would? Right? I'm doing just fine.
Hey, if you ask 100 women a day and you can only get turned down twice in a day, I mean all but twice in a day, it's still two in a day.
Doesn't mean I'm still getting laid.
Yeah.
So think about that. But I like to, dude. I just gotta keep doing what I do, man.
Been there, I've lived that life, bro. I'm just telling you.
Dude, I've been doing this life for the last like 10 damn years.
First step is admitting you have a problem, Kuma Trooper.
I don't have a fucking problem.
I'm gonna get Mr. E to change your name to that on.
Nah, I know. I'm supposed to hit him up after we get done chatting. So,
Kuma Trooper.
Kuma Trooper. I'm not fucking changing my guy. I'm not gonna ruin my fucking image with that shit. My image is already ruined enough. But I know what you mean, dude. I know exactly what you mean. But
I know the thing. That's why I'm not really like. That's why I'm not trying to like go over the top on you, bro. I know. Look, I know you know this.
But I don't think you understand the shit that I have done during my first few years in the military. That's what you don't understand. That is, I'll just put it in a very short term. It's the most diabolical shit you could ever think of.
I know people have done.
That's why I have
really bad stuff in the.
That's why I have. That's why I mean, I can just take off my shirt literally, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, he's been through some fucked up shit. That's how bad it is. Like it still affects me.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why you should be going to church.
No, but nah, man. It's just.
I know you're not.
It's too hypocritical.
I understand.
It's too hypocritical, dude.
That's exactly why.
I don't think. I think the stuff that I have done is just unforgivable. That's all there is to it, man. That's not
how that works.
I think that is exactly how that works.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can believe in, Christianity, but that doesn't mean that I'm deserving of anyone's, forgiveness within their church. That's the way I see it.
You're not looking for someone's forgiveness. That's the first mistake.
I don't think I'd be welcomed in Jesus' arm or God's arms.
You would, guaranteed. You're a good dude, man. I can tell that you're a good dude. You want to be a good dude. You're just not quite there. You're like,
I think I'm a decent human being.
To everything you say, man. I really do listen to every single thing you say. I don't think you're ready yet, which is why I'm not pushing harder. If I thought that you were on the wall, I'd be Andrew over here just beating you about the head and throwing holy water at you. But I don't think you're there yet. But I think you need to hear this, and I think you're probably going to need to hear it a lot. You need to go to church. You need to get your life right, and you will find the woman that you're looking for, and your life will be complete. And you'll be a happy young man.
I am happy.
No, you're not.
I'm very happy.
Come on.
I got two
on.
bitches. I got two
Come on.
bitches here, bro. And I take care of my mom, right up a few, streets away. She has a brand new house, and I have my alone time here. And then I go and talk to people about my work. What is not to be happy about that, my friend?
The fact
I
that
have
no
the
one will
best.
come
I have
home to
best. I have best friends I speak to on a regular. We tell each other about our problems. They tell me about theirs. Then they're great family men who I look up to. Do I want a woman? You goddamn right I do. But
You
guess
need
what?
a woman.
It's
No,
not
no,
gonna
hold
be.
on, bro.
It's not gonna be
bro,
here.
Bro, you need a woman. You need one. You need a good one. You need the right woman. It'll change your whole life. It'll change the whole trajectory of your life.
I'm
But
not
again,
saying
you're
I
not
don't
ready
need a
to-
woman.
I know you're not right. I know you're not ready yet, man. I'm not pushing you. It's not a full court press. It's not a full court press. I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm not, I'm just telling you. I can hear it. I know. I mean, every time I talk to you, same thing. So
What are you talking about, dude? I just tell you. You ask me what I'm doing. I tell you what I do. I'm
know.
just chilling, bro. That's all.
I know.
It's I always do something different. That's why I like to come and talk and shit.
You got a question there, Cheeks. Roll with it.
What question is that?
Right there. You can see it.
Oh, I have my goals written down at the beginning of every year for the next year, I only go up to 5 years, not 10 years. So I'm already ahead of you on that. Astrodeo, whatever. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have a whole Excel spreadsheet that I always try and fulfill my goals in. I've been doing that for the last 5 years since I started making money. So my goals are going very well when it comes to my financial goals. And also when it comes to I also have family goals as well. And I'm probably going to die alone, but I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. The family goals is a little bit different than it is financial goals. At least with financial goals, as long as I, keep my head on straight, they're more achievable, whether it takes within the time limit that I set myself on. It all depends on what I do, really, right? I can one thing could take up to 2 months or could take up to a year, You just got to make sure they're, you know how it is. You're a wealthy man, to be, you know how it is, to be, in certain financial, elements, you just gotta, you do have to write up goals. So that's what I've been doing. My best friend showed me that very well. And that's why this guy happens to be my best friend / like a brother to me. So he showed me that a few years ago, and I've been on that track to be in a position where I can retire my future baby mama, mother of my kids, not just any future baby mama. If I have to be with a woman that already has one kid, that's gonna be one special woman. But I literally stay away from single moms, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had a problem with that myself, so I'm not going to throw any rocks. But let me just throw this out here, man. Again, every time I talk to you, I hear the same thing. You can't find a good woman, all of this stuff. I think the reason you can't find a good woman is you're just, first of all, I think you're looking in trash places for the,
trash.
Yeah.
What's trash? I mean, I don't think they're fucking trash areas.
I think the doctor, that you were dating probably had some pretty good potential, but you're not ready to be that person yet, and she probably isn't either. Is not either, because like you said, she wants to go out and party. See, the interesting thing is that you're saying things that a grown ass man should say, like, I'm not interested in going out and partying every night
at all.
And so that's a good thing to say. That's exactly what you should say. The problem I see is that you're missing a couple of pieces. I think that church for you is going to be a lot. And not just going and listening to and hearing the scripture read and all of that, but the camaraderie of being in a group of like-minded people that really aren't trying to get anything from you. right? Which I think that you're constantly on your guard because you have for a long time associated with drug dealers and whores,
I don't deal,
prostitutes.
dude. I don't deal in that shit at all, man.
I know you
First
don't
of all, that
anymore,
was a
but you
story.
have.
That was a
I know,
story, man. For
but
fuck's
you
sake.
have. I know, but I know you are not currently. I'm saying that you have, and that colors the way that you look at things in life and look at the way people treat you. Plus, I mean, we just spent what did you spend earlier? Like 20 minutes, 25 minutes talking about how that girl, almost, really fucked you over when you were streaming when you started out, and I really, and look, I'm not. I'm not super Christian or anything like that. I'm just telling you, man, I just hear that there's something seriously missing. I think one of those things is I think that you need to go to church. The second thing is I think you also need to, you need church because I think that you need a new group to belong to, a new crowd to fit in with that is not, going out and partying and not red pilling and talking about nothing but making money all day and all that kind of stuff. So
But that is my life. I'm trying to, get really, really comfortable, and then when I die, you know what I'll have to do is give it to like a nice charity down in Honduras or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, sure, man. Okay, but I feel like that you could do a lot better with your life, man. I really
do. I want a child? Yeah. I want like 10 fucking kids if I could with one woman, not like multiple bitches.
Right.
One woman. I'm not trying to fucking do that shit. I'm not trying to be some deadbeat fucking pussy. But no, man, I fucking Heartbender. That's my boy. I fucking love him, dude. He's always loving my shit on my Twitter, dude. So you need to get on my Twitter, man. I think you would appreciate what I have to say. But I have you, by the way, blasted on my Twitter feed right now for this.
Oh, awesome! That's cool.
I do it every time even if I'm not on, I still do it for you.
I saw that.
Yeah,
it goes out on my Twitter, and then
I'm tagging you in it.
That you've restreamed or retweeted whatever my stream.
Yeah, I always do it every time. You're
awesome,
getting some good traffic. I can see that right now.
Cool.
That is good because I have a lot of fucking people that follow me, dude.
Good.
So yeah, you're getting some good views, my friend.
That's awesome, man.
You have more viewers on Twitter than you do on YouTube. I can see that right now.
I think you're right. I
do it for America, baby.
Right. Absolutely.
Fucking America, baby.
I feel like there's a couple of pieces I think that you're just, that you probably have had. You've had all of these pieces together, but you've had all of these pieces, but you've never had them all together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Never like.
So it's funny you mentioned the community part, right? I am gonna, now that I'm good to work out and do some, physical shit again after my surgery. Finally got cleared like a few weeks ago, so I've been running, which is why I've never gotten fat, but I can start lifting heavy again. So I'm gonna get back into my boxing gym. I went to my boxing gym over here about like an hour away just to see if my shit is still up, and my picture's still up, which is pretty cool from when I was a teenager, my Golden Glove years and shit before I joined the military. So I'm thinking about joining another boxing gym to have a soccer league here. They used to do all that. I used to do all that. And like, actually, this is the first, since I've been in Florida, this has been the first few years I have not played soccer in like pickup leagues. I'm always involved in the pickup leagues. Always met some good people, they're always on Sundays or Saturdays, and they were like what you call, and one of my favorite ones I ever did was in DC. They had these happy hour leagues where even if the team was like, beat us or we beat them, the best part is the camaraderie, Yeah. And always met some good people. Good fucking socialization right there when it comes to networking and with your business and stuff. So that really helped out a lot. And trust me, I'm building up some communities. And also I'm gonna be part of my local government here in Lakeland. And so it's gonna be interesting. I don't know how much I can really change. I have to see all the policies, but it's pretty goddamn conservative. So at least I don't have to fight too much, I guess, once I do get involved. Unlike fucking Hawaii when I lived there. Oh my God, Hawaii sucked. Fucking goddamn commie fucking central over there. It sucked, dude. Oh my God. They were calling me the fucking brown fucking Uncle Tom and shit. I'm like, you fucking assholes. It's not about my skin tone, you bitch. I just want to make shit better. So yeah, I hated Hawaii, dude. I fucking hated Hawaii. That's why I had to fucking leave as soon as I could. I was like, fuck this. I will take a pay cut to fucking move out of this goddamn liberal fucking area, dude. So
I think the community that you need is you like in the military. Well, you.
I already am in the military career. I guess I don't tell you very much about that, but I tell my Twitter people, and I have pictures sometimes, but I don't like really taking pictures. I feel like people will think I'm just doing it for clout when I'm not, when I just genuinely enjoy it. So I don't take pictures. I just tell other military members. I love helping military out. Military people are my number one thing, you know. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of people that are messaging me on Twitter about it, and I need to message them back. And I don't like leaving military people hanging back, by the way. So what I do enjoy really is, and I like the military community, especially the ones that have been to multiple deployments, the ones that, especially during deployments, the ones that lose their families because of the deployments. By losing families, I mean, these are the fucking cunts that are what we call dependopotamuses. They're the bitches that, are you familiar with that term?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and for your audience that is not familiar with that term, in a very short format, they're just entitled military wives that are sucking off the benefits of their military active duty husbands. And they usually get really fat and fucking really bitchy and cunty. So, and then some of them end up cheating on their husbands while they're away. And it drives them crazy, and it drives them to the roof, to the point where you have a lot of military self-deletions, military self-deletions. In case you guys are not aware, I can send you guys a link within my Twitter feed if you guys ever need it. I have it. I always post daily, or at least I try to post at least once a week, some daily VA news, because I just never mentioned it to you.
Bro.
Huh?
Mission 22.
Yeah, man. So I definitely like to, I'm definitely big part of military community here. I also go at least twice a month to pay veterans his food, to the point where I go to the fucking base now because I have access to the bases.
Right, and I gotta interject, man. So this is actually exactly why I think you need to be a part of a church, not the church, or a church adjacent. You need to be a member, because I feel like one of the things that you miss most in life is belonging to a group of something. And if you join a church and are active in that church, you're gonna feel like you're a part of that. And I can just hear every time, literally every time you talk about the military that you've ever talked to me about, it's been, you have the same tone in your voice, the same enthusiasm, the same everything. It's very awesome.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think a church will be like, oh, please welcome, Berto. Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? What's up?
No, you know what'll happen though is you'll find guys that are like,
I'm authentic, bro. I'm authentic. Yeah. I can't. I've tried, different. The only way you can get me to not cuss, I'm pretty authentic, but when it comes to my business, I can shut that cussing off really quick, but I can and I hate it, but I can do it.
What you're going to find is you're going to find a bunch of young men out there that are interested in the same kind of things you are, that you're going to be able to go do stuff with and have a good time in a good, positive way, instead of going out and chasing hookers in Colombia.
I'm not chasing hookers, bro. Jesus Christ. I like to shoot as well almost every other weekend. I like to go out and do other shit, bro. I like to go find some new meat butchers. I like to find some new farmers markets, because I don't buy from grocery stores. I'm always looking for land to buy and shit. I'm busy, bro. I like to do shit, man. Huh?
I'm actually in the middle of some of that myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had a whole thing on it the other day. If I had time, I'd repeat it. I'm actually going to have to actually run about almost half an hour long today, because I normally just do a 2 hour during the day, because I've got I had shit to do.
Oh
But,
shit, we've gone over. Damn.
Yeah, we went way over. It's all right though, man. It's cool.
My bad, man. My bad. I didn't mean to fuck up your shit, sir. Won't happen
No,
again.
dude, you're all right.
I didn't
man.
mean
You're
to
cool.
disappoint you, man.
Disappointed.
Shit, man. I'm so sorry, sir.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not. There's a real nigga in here talking now. It's so funny. The sound on Andrew's fucking voice, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, relax, bro. Chill out.
Well,
I already looked into it on the TOS here, so relax, my friend. I'm a blackie. Ish.
Black adjacent.
Nah, man, but yeah, no, but I know what you mean about all that, church stuff. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty goddamn busy, and I just swear too much, and I'm too authentic, and yeah, I'm not gonna change for anybody. So I'm gonna just keep it raw, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, will I find myself, to a church? Maybe one day, but can't make
I
promises.
think you'll surprise yourself if you get involved in one. I mean, I say that because it just seems like that's that you're missing a couple of pieces. I think church is one of them. I think maybe just having friends that aren't, the kind of people you take down to Columbia to chase hookers is.
Oh, by the way, those friends that go to Columbia with me, I don't hang out with them at all. They're only like my travel buddies, right? My actual best friends, they're all family men. They're all church-going men. They're part of good communities.
That's the point I'm making. That is exactly the point I'm making.
And I don't go out and fuck hookers, dude. Jesus, like. I did find a good, nice, God-fearing woman in Colombia, so I had to definitely, it took me like 3 days to vet her out, though, to make sure she's not a fucking hooker. Like, or at least at minimal, or, giving some random dude a hand job with her mouth, somewhere, like that. I'm serious. Like, I had to do a deep dive before I want to be like, oh, I want to keep talking to you, So we'll see how we're shit. She just sent me a few messages now. So yeah, and unfortunately, this girl, within knowing her the first few days, I can see myself being more respectful to her than I could with any woman I've dated here in the States in the last 2 years. Fuck these bitches, dude. I just can't do it. They've tested my patience out, and I've already checked out these American women. So sorry, dude.
Okay. All right. Guys,
I didn't give up, by the way, on American women. I'm just like 98% done with them. But go ahead.
All right. We're gonna have to wrap it up here. Cheeks, man, thanks for coming on, being as always entertaining, and of course, we salute you, Kuma Trooper.
Fuckers.
And I'm gonna make sure that Mr. E has some fun with that as well. Everybody in the chat's been on fire. I haven't been able to pay a whole lot of attention to it because I've been going back and forth with Cheeks here. But you guys look like you're having a healthy discussion over there. Hopefully it stays civil, but it doesn't matter because we're about to end it. I am going to call it, guys. I will not be streaming again until Wednesday night. Wednesday night, 8:05. I'll be live again. Not really sure who's going to be the guest on Wednesday, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. And as always, you guys have a great rest of your day. Cheeks, thanks for coming on. Everybody else, we'll see you. Do not,
peace.
Don't be mad. Just go away, and you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.